you're getting married. So you're getting married because your friends are going to get married. You're getting married. You better sit down and plan your life, your marriage life, and decide why you're actually getting married. Marriage is no joke. Find out why you're getting married before you get married. Hello and welcome to Fome's Diary. My name is Fome Ejumudo. In this episode, we're going to be talking about marriage. I'm going to be talking about why did I get married, or why do we get married? Now, this topic was actually inspired by a shoot I had, a bridal inspired shoot. And it's also beautiful. That bridal makeup is juju. I don't understand. Like, the ladies look so pretty. Getting married is such a wonderful experience. Everybody's gathered for the sake of you and your husband. The partying, like, it's a very, very beautiful experience. And even if some people even go as far as loaning money to get married, eventually sometimes this beautiful thing suddenly breaks up, and then you start wondering what on earth could have happened. You know, every day we keep hearing stories of people's marriages breaking up, or people who have issues with their marriages, and you can't help but wonder what exactly went wrong. So it really got me thinking that we need to talk about this. You know, this generations to come, I think they're in trouble. I know, okay, let me start with myself. I got married because I got into a point in my life where I needed to settle down. I had been traveling too much. I was getting too lonely. You know, so I needed companionship. I'd been dating this guy for 7 years. I was one of those Lord of the Rings kind of girls. But we weren't together anyway. We're together at first, and then it turned into a long distance relationship. And then I just got to the point where I was fed up. I was like, you know what, I just need to settle down. So yes, I needed his companionship. Obviously, we were in love, which is one of the major reasons why people get married. So those are some of the reasons why I got married. So I did a bit of research. Now, we all know that people say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then they get hooked up for good, actually get married. Personally, I think that word love is one of the most misused words ever. Because it is enough reason to get married, yes. But then people have misconstrued the meaning of love. That word love, the meaning has been turned upside down, backwards, forwards, over time. Like, people misuse that word love. In this day and age, while love is enough reason to get married, why do we still have marriages that are breaking up every day? Marriage is a perfect word. Marriage is everything. It is tolerance, it's understanding, it is patience. So if you have all of that in place, there's no reason why you would, at some point, now break up your marriage. It means that what we actually term love is actually not love. I always like to say that we try to attain that ideal called love. To me, God is love. And the way God loves us, I don't think we can love anybody like that. In fact, I was involved in a debate once about the same thing. And I was trying to explain to people that word love, the closest example I can give to it, apart from the love that God has for us, is the love that a mother has for her child. It is selfless. It is everything. So we can attain to it. That's the best that we can do. And please, let's not be in love with the person's money, or this person's, maybe she's good in bed, that's why I love her. Or he has a lot of money, that's why I love him. Or his looks, or her looks. Those things are fleeting. Those things will fade away. When they fade away, what are you going to hold on to? That means you're just going to get up and leave at some point. Anyway, that is for love. So if you're getting married because you're in love, make sure you are in true love, and not love for money or love for wealth and all of that. Another reason why people might get married is companionship. Like I said earlier, you won't be with this person forever and ever and ever. Or maybe stability. You won't stop hopping from Peter to Paul you won't be with one person for the rest of your life. Other reasons might include family pressure. Our mothers, our parents, I know that they mean well. in everything that they do, they obviously mean well. They love us so much, and that's why they're putting pressure on us. You must get married now, leave my house, you have to be in your husband's house by the end of the year. The most important thing is, while there's so much pressure on you, you don't give in to all that pressure. I honestly think that mommy and daddy, you people mean well, but sometimes it is not good for us, because sometimes you get frustrated, you get really frustrated, you start feeling bad, and you might just hook up with anybody that you feel is the right person. Or maybe you're pregnant, which is nice, being pregnant, and then you suddenly realize that now that I'm pregnant is the time that I want to get married. So it might seem like it's the next logical step, but sometimes the next logical step is not always the next logical step. Or maybe you've been dating for 4 years, 5 years, you're Lord of the Rings, and you feel, okay, it's the next thing to do. It might not always be the next thing to do. I heard a story about someone who got married because she was pregnant. And then after she got married, she started having regrets. Maybe I shouldn't have married this person. Maybe I should have taken my time a little bit more. By the way, I'm not trying in any way to promote single motherhood. But what I'm trying to do is just make you understand that you need to take your time. Don't rush into getting married because you don't want the child to be born outside of wedlock. Our society, more and more these days, we're accepting these things. I'm not saying that it's right, by the way, but I'm just saying that it's better if you take your time and plan and get to know this person a bit more before eventually you get married to the person. I know that ideally you want your child to be born into a perfect home, whether it's a father, a mother, and all of that. That's the ideal under which God has made it to be anyway. But just take your time a little bit more. So whatever your reason is, take your time. Everybody's getting married. You have all the ashrebi, that's all the colors, all the styles, all the different laces. Take your time a little bit more. It's absolutely important that you don't end up being unhappy, as opposed to you could have taken a bit more time, maybe a year or two, for a lifetime of bliss, of being blissfully married. So take your time a little bit more. And even more importantly, when you find that's one person you want to get married to, you guys need to sit down and discuss. Tell him, this is why I am getting married to you. Why are you even getting married to me? Because your reasons might be different, and you need to be in sync. You need to understand. You guys need to meet. You need to meet each other halfway. Understand why you both are getting married, so that eventually you are not confused after you get married as to what's going on. This is not what I bargained for. So you need to sit down and discuss this issue. It is absolutely important. And that's it, guys. I wish you guys, if you're already married, happy, blissfully married life. And for those of you who are about to get married, about to get hooked, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. So you can hook up with me on social media. It's Fomes Diary on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'd love to hear from you, and please subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and bye.